Hey guys, welcome to Samco Workshop. Today we're going to talk about some good stuff about the Tacoma. Many of you guys know I'm not happy with them. I don't like Toyota anymore. I'm very disappointed in their allocation only, the fact that you can't custom order a Toyota, the fact that they give a big middle finger to you and you got to pick what they give to the dealers. Dealers can't even get them, and their prices are stupid crazy high. So you know I'm not happy about this Tacoma, and I personally hope nobody buys one. That's my opinion on it. I like I said, give that middle finger right back to them. But there are some good things. I've done a lot of videos talking about the things that I wish were better, the things that we hoped for, the not so good stuff. Here's one that's got some really good features to it. Are they worth getting it? No, not in my opinion. Again, the price is stupid. Okay, we just saw videos I just did, SRK or a SR5. Okay, an SR5 for $47,000. For an SR5. We know that the Trail Hunter, the TRD, we know that the TRD Pro and the TRD Trail Hunter with the hybrid motor, they're going to be pushing over $60,000, might even be $65,000. That's just stupid for a mid-size truck. Just there's no reason for it. It's just stupid. So I'm not a fan of this truck, not even a little bit. But those of you that are, it's my job to present you with the facts, and that's what I always do. I may give you my opinion from time to time on this stuff. Like I said, I hope nobody buys this thing, but it is my job to give you facts, and that's what we're going to do today. So what are some of the good things that we know about this truck that not a lot of people are aware of? One of them is if you are SR5 or higher, anything that is going to have the coil spring rear suspension, they have a hydraulic bump stop option. Now the Trail Hunter and I believe the TRD Pro and the Trail Hunter are going to have a hydraulic bump stop built into there. Now you still got the rubber one, but they actually have a hydraulic one inside the spring, which is really a nice feature. Well, I found out that all of the and I'll put the link to who I got this video from, where I learned a lot of this stuff. I'll mention him in here. I'll write his name down here. But he's got a really good channel and a really good video on it. And where I snagged a couple of these pictures from. Overland something, I don't remember what it was. Adventure Overlanding or Overlanding Adventures. But either way, it's running right down here for you. But he showed this. But the hydraulic bump stops that's threaded inside on the SR5, anything that's got the rear coil springs, like for example a TRD off-road, it's not going to come with the hydraulic bump stops. However, it is already pre-threaded for them. So if you want to add them, which you guys know on my Tacoma that I had my 2022 TRD off-road, I put sumo spring bump stops on mine because it was just boom, boom. It was so harsh in the woods and stuff like that, and then when pulling a trailer, it would squat down so bad that I put the sumo spring bump stops on it. And I did a video on that on my other channel, on my bow hunting channel. But anyway, this one is going to come with the threaded hole, so you can buy those bump stops, or aftermarket will be available, I'm sure, pretty soon. Those bump stops, and all you gotta do is remove the coil spring, screw them in, and you're good to go. So it's an option for any of them, okay? So you can put that on your ridiculously crazy high $50,000 Toyota TRD off-road if you want to, but it will come on your even more stupid crazy high $60-something thousand TRD Pro or TRD Trail Hunter. The upgraded CV axles are a nice feature. Toyota Tacomas, every generation of them in the past, has always suffered from horrible CV axle angles. As soon as you lift one, which is why I never lifted my 22, but when you lift a Tacoma, that CV axle angle of that, see, you know, when you, I don't want green. Let's go with something that we can see here. So when you take that CV axle, which goes across like this to the wheel and then here to the diff, okay, well, when you lift that axle now goes like this. And, okay, this is that angle, and it cannot operate very good at those, and that's why people with lifted Tacomas constantly are changing CV axles. Every 30, 40,000 miles, CV axles are done. It's a common Tacoma problem that we run into because of that. Well, they have upgraded the CV axles. Probably not to solve that because they don't care about us. They solved it probably because of the fact that the new hybrid coming out, it's got a lot of low-end torque, and they're going to need those CV axles, and they changed the differential, so they probably just did everything at once. But you do benefit from upgraded CV axles on there now, so maybe when you lift it, you won't have these issues. Nice feature. The 9.5, we knew it was going to get a 9.5 rear diff. We knew that. What I didn't know, and I know now, is it's the same one that's in a Tundra. They're carrying it right over. That's a beautiful thing. matching parts, easier supply. It's proven in the Tundra, which is a lot heavier of a truck. You know, all these variables that come in, more power in that Tundra. So you're getting that kind of features out of there. You're going to get that. So we know that that's going to work really well in that Tacoma. It's going to be a very good deal. I believe it's a 9-inch front end they're getting as well on there also. So that's a fantastic feature that's in there that not a lot of people know about. Stainless brake lines, nice bonus. Okay, just a nice bonus. Is it really going to make a difference? Not really, but it is a very nice bonus. This one is huge. Okay, I mean huge in my opinion. This is a big step up for the TRD off-road model. Again, because of the fact that the Pro is going to come with the Fox shock setup. The Trail Hunter's coming with an Old Man Emu setup for more weight capacity and overlanding type setups, and where the TRD Pro is more racing, desert, speed, high bumps, you know, capacity. So those are getting Fox and Old Man Emus. The TRD Off-Road we knew was getting still Bilstein. Bilstein, they're fantastic shocks. However, Toyota, for every generation of the Tacoma, has used a standard 36 mil piston inside of there. It's a diameter, 36 millimeter piston inside of the shocks on there, which meant they faded out really quick. Okay, it's a small shock. They have upgraded on the TRD Off-Road to not only a 46 millimeter, from a 36 to a 46 millimeter shock, piston inside that shock. Okay, bigger. But they also added a piggyback reservoir, or what we call, it's not a remote reservoir. Remote reservoirs have a, remote reservoirs are not bad, but they're not as good. Okay, so a remote reservoir is, here is your shock. Okay, here's your shock, let's call it. And a remote reservoir would be another extra cylinder for hydraulic fluid with a hose that connects to it that you mount somewhere. Okay, well, it's got all that transfer and time in there, and it's not bad, and they're better than monotubes, which is just a tube, but you have a piggyback reservoir where the reservoir that was out there is mounted right on the side of the shock. So it's instantaneous transfer through there. It gives you more fluid in there, which means better cooling. You get more stroke capacity out of it. So the fact that the new Tacoma is coming with a bigger 46 millimeter diameter piston inside that shock, going bigger that way, and then it's also a piggyback style external reservoir on them, is a very nice feature that's coming on the TRD Off-Road. Not many people talk about it. That is a beautiful thing. I saw that on Car and Driver YouTube channel. He was showing that. That's a beautiful, beautiful feature. And then there's also some active sound deadening. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it needed for. I mean, it's especially on the, and I hear that's only on the higher trim levels, like the TRD TRD Pro and the TRD Trail Hunter. They're hybrids. Why do you even need, I don't know. But anyway, there's some sort of active sound deadening, whatever that is. Sounds pretty cool. So you got that. We know that the frame has already been much more robust being boxed. I did a video on how they're actually doing the welding now so that there's no possibility for air or water or anything to get between the layers that are on there, the way I can't remember what it's called, but I did a video on that. But we know that's happening, so the frame is going to be a lot stronger, and we should remove that factor of the rust that's always been an issue with Toyotas. They got drain holes all over the frame now too, so we know that and it's even wax coated or some kind of a wax type fluid film thing on it, and it's also sprayed inside the whole frame too. So they've done a great job with the frame. That's a beautiful thing. That's a very nice factor. And on that Car and Driver, he did a test with the sway bar disconnect, and we know that the sway bar disconnect works extremely well. It's very good offset in there, which we were concerned with because of its IFS, independent front suspension. It's not like a Jeep with a solid axle where you get the whole axle to articulate. Okay, you can only do so much with that. Well, it did make a difference, and it was pretty noticeable. I don't remember what the numbers were, but point being, it works good. Downside, as of right now, you can't even get them with the disconnectable sway bar. Everybody that's got one allocated or wants one with a disconnectable sway bar is getting told from Toyota, we don't have the parts, we're going to give you the $1,300 back, take the truck. So you can't even get them right now. But when you do, say a year or two down the road, when this stuff is all sorted out, Toyota's got all their crap together and things are working, this will be a nice feature for it too. So like I said, not a fan of this truck. Not a fan. I am not a fan of the price. I kind of like the truck, but this is a $40,000, $43,000 truck. It is not a $50,000, $60,000, $65,000 truck like their trims are coming out. And like I said, I got a big problem with that, and I don't think anybody should buy one because it sets a precedence. If Toyota sells a lot of these, then Ford and Chevy and Nissan and everybody is going to jack their prices up. Next thing you know, we're at $60,000 for any mid-size truck. Full-size trucks will take note. Next thing you know, it's $120,000 for a full-size truck and $150,000 for an HD truck. You see the point I'm getting at. Okay, this sets a precedent I don't like, and therefore I am very, very mad at Toyota. I am pissed at Toyota. I am furious that they're pulling this crap. But this is some good stuff on that truck, and it is my job to present you with the facts. There you go. And if this is the truck you're looking for, more power to you. But like I said, nice features here, but the prices are just straight up stupid. So anyway, trying to make this a positive video, but as you know, if you know me, I am not a fan of Toyota, and I still currently own, no I don't, because we just got rid of Bella's RAV4. I got rid of my 22 Tacoma, so I still have in my name, my dad's Sienna van is in my name, his 23 Sienna, and I have our 4Runner. So, I mean, like I said, I like Toyota in the past. What they're doing now, I'm not a fan of. But these are some nice features of this new truck. So, thanks for watching.